of year as we join you from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen set to get started. Matthew Wright gets it underway. Off we go through the rain here in Jacksonville. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. Like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Product, Travis Etienne, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open right side, that strains the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's 3rd down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down.
So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his 2nd year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Young. He'll step up and run this. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Short one there, caught by Tremble. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. The motion man is Sanders. Look at play action with Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and you can hear this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike. An incomplete pass there. Probably the best possible outcome. When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Young. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Parker Washington is deep for Jacksonville. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Here's 1st and 10. The Jaguars with the ball. Quarter number 2 begins. As they've got it, the pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Bobby Brown in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Lawrence. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. His man, it's complete to Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Lawrence. There's a short one. He's got Strain. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
3rd and 7.
To throw. Lawrence. Incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 36-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. A throw left side there, not going to find the tackle. Incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
3rd and 11. Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Sam Martin now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Looked like some problems there with the snap. Somehow he gets it away, but it's a really short kick. The Jaguars offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Lawrence. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll find his tight end. It's Strange. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Second and a yard. Now here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll take this one in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are out to a 10-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Young. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Young to throw on 1st down. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. The Panthers are going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 2nd down, Young. He throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st down, Carolina.
Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate. And Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Started with 1st and 10. Downfield, he's got Sanders, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 37 yards.
I'm just not sure how you let somebody that big gets so wide open, and judging from the defense's body language, I think it's pretty safe to say that somebody blew their coverage assignment.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and the run. Here's Hubbard. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's a Carolina first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That's to the receiver, Horn. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Wright's kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw on the run is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. This one caught by Patrick. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, a give to Etienne. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The tackle made back.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Pass caught by the tight end Strain. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Etienne. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Look, I mean, maybe you don't always convert 3rd and short, but this type of loss shouldn't even be in the realm of possibility, Mike. Looked like an abject failure up front, quickly led to a disaster.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Tonight's start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
So I think as as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. They forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's ETN. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. We get in motion. On 1st down is Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, it is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. And over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. He's got his tight end, Sanders. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Colorado.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The Jags offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But one first down will essentially end the game. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8. The Panthers will take their first timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's ETN. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Thrust is right. He'll try to get there on the ground. The Panthers are going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. Just 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
4th down.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. Now it's Ward. And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
1st down, Carolina.
So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. We're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind